My stream should be back up.
So I'll get the link. I'll subscribe to you if you're not moved too much, so I can just get your link straight away. Yes, boy! So what is it? Red Bull driver dad, guess what he's just sent to me?
What?
I've got DJ Phil messaging me now. You have a setup for default setups, my mate. Good luck in the world. Where's my ticket? Your name's on the logo, yeah?
No bigs? No bigs? Hey Matt. No bigs? You meant to keep it a secret, you penis. What? Yeah, Zimmer Frame Racing. Zimmer Frame Racing.
Right, are we ready? What?
Nothing. Where's Biggs?
I don't know if he's here tonight, he's not online.
Oh.
Let's get it right. Biggs.
Well, I'm ready.
Give me Gary the fucking constructor's title now, please. Yeah, he forgot all about it until I reminded him. Jeff, I didn't remind him of this one, he wouldn't have been here. Well, I didn't know, I was just doing massive big noise. You racing tonight, you know, what time's it start? What time is it? Someone's just changed to a spectator again. No, someone else.
This is going well.
Leon Furney's just changed to a spectator.
Nice.
I think he can change it. If not, he'll have to leave. Again, I'm not restarting it.
Have you got my stream?
Yeah, I've got your stream. We're on now. so.
Don't do it.
Support the Simplayf1 Motorsport channel with a like and subscribe over there with 2 subscribers away from 100.
Do that.
200 over there. And also go check out Unorthodox 16 on Twitch and
Nah, he's shit.
you know, he shouts me out, so I'll shout him out.
Nah, he's shit. Don't follow him.
Gary's just said he won't bother. Sooty, none of that please on my stream. Thank you very much. Get in Sooty Apex. I'll keep that one to a minimum. We'll leave that one there.
It's raining. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies for the delay. We are back, and after Matt's little mess up of qualifying, he's now given us a lovely wet qualifying session. So, after a lovely wet Monaco, we have a lovely wet Azerbaijan. My name's Dan Davis. Welcome to Simplayf1 Motorsport, and this is round 5 of the championship, and we are about to get away here at Azerbaijan. We're waiting for a few cars to leave the pits, but nonetheless, it's wet here. It should be an interesting night's worth of racing, as Green Pies is the first car to exit the pit lane. Disco in the comments saying evening all, and good luck to all the lads tonight. Fury's mum in the comments evening all. Hope you all do well. PM Motorsport, I've been practicing in the moist lull, and that's what's happened here. It's now a wet session, and a few guys exiting the pits. Can they keep it on track? We're on board here with Sooty Apex as 5-place grid penalty for Gary 1-3. Whoa! Has got a lot of cars off into the corner there. PN Motorsport in the wall. Goten Duffin also struggling to get around. Gary losing a front wing. Already carnage here. And Smithy in the comments saying Fury's mum evening. Disco evening. Fury's granddad evening all. Good luck everyone on Go Fury. Race control. Goten Duffin gets a penalty for making contact with Matahimovic. But already chaos here at Azerbaijan, as we have got wet weather conditions, and Gary already needing a front wing as we left off things at Monaco. PM Motorsport, the only man not to complete the session here. The poll has gone up. Who do you think will take pole position here? Matahimovic, Gary 131, Green Pies, or Fury, or could be anybody else? I'm gonna go for this one. Okay, for some reason it's all votes to Matt. I think Matt's rigged that, personally. But nonetheless, we are underway here at Azerbaijan, and we'll run through the tables standing as of it stands right now. DJ Phil with a 5-place grid penalty for causing a collision with Gary 131. I'm not sure what Phil is trying to do here as he's in the wall. Matahimovic leads the way with 94 points ahead of his closest rival, which is Gary 131 with 38 points. Matt has a 56-point advantage and is way ahead of the opposition. In third place is Mazda, who's not racing with us tonight, nor is fourth place man D Biggs. His next rival is Green Pies. In sixth place is PM Motorsport. Seventh is Fury. In eighth is DJ Phil, who's currently out of this session. Where do I get to? DJ Phil. 9th is Emo Guy. 10th is the Mutts Nuts. 11th is Monkey Boy. 12th is KLF 900, who's not with us tonight, but it's been replaced by Sooty Apex in the McLaren for him, so he's in 13th place. 14th is Goten Duffin. 15th is Lucas Roth. 16th is Leon Fernie. 17th is A Smith, and bringing up the rear, 19th and 20th is John Boy and Grandad Steve. Bryn on 21 points, and Argent 23rd as well. The title for the teams looks like this. Aston Martin lead the way with 132 points, 76 ahead of Williams on 56. Third place is Alpine on 49. Fourth is Haas on 45. McLaren is fifth on 45, and Ferrari in sixth with 27 points. Seventh is a Red Bull on 25 points. Eighth is AlphaTauri on 21 points. Ninth is Mercedes on 8, and Alfa Romeo still yet to score a point here. Bit of a fun fact for you here of the Azerbaijan circuit. This was first held in 2017 and only had 2 constructors repeated winners. That's Mercedes and a Red Bull Ring. No one has ever repeated a win here. The current lap record, or the current pole position for 2021 was held by Charles Leclerc with 141.2. We will not be seeing those times here, and the winners of the last round were Sergio Perez, followed by Sebastian Vettel and Pierre Gasly. Max Verstappen took the fastest lap of the race of a 144.4. The track is 6 kilometers long, 3.7 miles long. Race length is approximately 360 kilometers, and 51 laps is this race. And We have 20 corners here, and there's already Green Pie sets the early pace with 1:53.5 as Matt is in the wall this time. It's not going well. It's all about survival here as the Mutts Nuts tries to find a way past Matt right there, and not the way Matt would probably want to start his night, but he has got a decent buffer nonetheless. A couple more comments in. Evening Smithy from Fury's mum. Fury's granddad laughing. Great start, says PN. Everyone looking forward to Monday tomorrow. Is it me or is Dan really quiet? I can't hear you. So Matt had me on mute once again. Lovely. So I read all of that and it was completely pointless. I'll just adjust my mic level a minute, so that should do it now. We should be able to hear me a bit more loudly and clearly. I'm not going to read the standings again, but basically Matt has a massive lead at this stage, but it's Green Pies who sets the early pace here in the wet conditions, with Sutty Apex in second. Third is Emo Guy. Fourth is the Mutts Nuts and still yet set a time. Fury, Bryn, Goten Duffin is out. Gary 131 still yet set a time. Leon Fernie, Ace Smithy, Matt Imovic, Argent and Monkey Boy all still yet set a time. PM Motorsport, DJ Phil and Goten Duffin are all out of this qualifying session at this precise stage. So if you're new to the channel, then please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel as well, and hit the bell to be notified for when we are live. As now Green Pies is out of the session. Green Pies is out and he will not be able to complete the rest of this session. I'm not sure where on track he is out. Let's get the track map up. It's always helpful. There he is. We'll have the full, not the mini. There we go. That's what we want. Sutty is purple in the first sector. Thank you, PM Motorsport. Sutty's now coming through the final sector now. He's up in the middle sector. Can he improve on the final sector here? Goes down back straight towards the line. Can Sutty Apex takes McLaren's first pole position? In the wet conditions, Sutty Apex down the back straight now. He's got Emo Guy right behind him as well. So Sutty, what can he do with this lap time? He doesn't improve. He stays in P3 as Emo Guy improves and goes up into second place. The Mutts Nuts next in the final corner now. What can he do? We've got an AlphaTauri not too far behind. That's probably Monkey Boy as well coming through the final sector. But the Mutts Nuts, he's flying right now down the back straight. Doesn't look like he's up on any of his time. We have a yellow flag. Is that Sutty in the wall? No, it's Fury in the wall. But the Mutts Nuts coming down the back straight. Can he improve on fourth place position towards the line? He goes up into second at 55.9 from him. We have an AlphaTauri just in the background. That is A Smithy. Where does that put him? He is on his outlap. As we do have another car on its way. Argent lost the front nose there. Monkey Boy exiting the back straight now. Ferrari crosses the line. That is Leon Fernie, but it's Monkey Boy towards the line. Can he improve on a 14th place? Get a time on the board. Towards the line he comes. He goes into a 5th place position. And while we are on board with Monkey Boy, actually we will go on board as Gary 131 goes up into 2nd place now. And a massive congratulations to Gary on his new baby girl, and hope she is all well and the family are doing well as well. So Gary, congratulations on your new daughter. New dad now, and he's gonna have to show how good he is in these wet greasy conditions. Gary loves these kind of conditions. As Emo Guy coming through the final sector now. He's got an Aston Martin of Matt Imovic right in his way. Yellow flag going through here. Who's had a moment? It's probably Argent with his front nose damaged. Emo Guy with the toe off the back of Matt Imovic's car. Can he improve on 4th place position, or is he opting to pit? A yellow flag in sector 2. That is Leon Fernie. So he is opted to a pit. So who's currently on a lap? I believe the Mutts Nuts will be coming into the pits by the looks of things. As A Smith is coming through the final sector now. Yellow flag in sector 1. I'm not sure why, but it's clear now. A Smith towards the line. Can he improve? Well, can he get a lap time on the board? Here he comes. Long straight here. Good opportunity for overtaking towards the line, and he goes into 7th place, goes in front of Fury. Let's see who is currently on an outlap. Yellow flag, sector 1. That's Fury. He's out of the session. So Fury out of this session as well. Multiple drivers getting caught out by the conditions. As you do have a yellow flag in sector 2. I believe that's a slow AlphaTauri. That is Monkey Boy with no front wing. So a couple of these guys just seem to be struggling a little bit. As you see there, there is Fury facing the wrong way. Hopefully that car will get recovered fairly quickly. And guys, make sure if you haven't done so already this week, we have raced on the Pro-Am and the Pro categories on the Wednesday and the Thursday night. So have a look at the videos as we were racing at Fuji. The Pros had snow and rain, while the Pro-Ams had the nice clear weather. So have a look at those videos as well. Sadly, next week we will not have any F1. F1 will be having a break for a week, as we will be doing the next round of the World Endurance Championship, which will be heading to Monza. 6 hours of Monza. The LMP2s and the World GTE cars will hit the track once again and see who can come out on top. Matt Imovic down the back straight. What time is this? Only 7th fastest for Matt. So Matt got a lot of work to do. Obviously, the wetter it gets, the more difficult it will get out there. Who's currently on an outlap? It is Emo Guy and the Mutts Nuts just allowing cars through. I think we will try and stick with Emo Guy, as we'll do a lap with him. But it's still Green Pies who set the pace, with Gary 131 in 2nd, Sutty 3rd, the Mutts Nuts 4th, Emo Guy 5th, 6th is Monkey Boy, 7th is Matt Imovic, 8th is A Smith, 9th is Fury, and then down Bryn and Argent still yet to set a lap time. But we will stay on board with Emo Guy in these tricky conditions here at Azerbaijan, Baku. Has hosted some amazing races here and a lot of dramatic ones as well. But here we go. Emo Guy exits pretty much the final corner. These aren't really corners. Well, they are corners. They're just flat out for most of them. Emo Guy actually has a lift in the wet, so not as grippy as he would like. Really pushing the rev range to the limit there as Emo Guy comes down the back straight now to start his last few attempts here to try and take pole position. As you come down into turn 1, heavy braking into a left 90-degree corner. Try and get good traction out the corner for a short little straight up to another 90-degree corner. Left-hander, make sure you're careful on the curb and don't get too close to that wall, because if you hit the wall you will lose front wing damage. Down to our first DRS zone, but obviously within the wet we do not have the DRS. Back down the straight towards the corner where Daniel Ricciardo crashed into a car and reversed into another car. Go through turn 3, nicely done there from Emo Guy, short shifting to keep the grip on the tyres, then into our first right-hander, turn 4, and then quickly down towards turn 5, a difficult corner to get right, the left-hander, and then straight into a quick right-hander, much tighter through here, wants to get good traction, good grip out the corner, a short little sprint. You can see the two towers just in front there, and then braking for a really tight right-hander. This is where it starts to get tight and tricky. Overtaking is not likely to happen, and then we go through this tight alleyway, left-hander, right-hander, up the hill, and then off camber here just to the right. Make sure you get the car turned in, ready to open up the left-hander, run as wide as you like, staying within track limits. And in the dry, this is all pretty much flat. Will Emo Guy stay flat through the left-handers? Flat through there, and flat through there, and then down into this heavy braking zone. This left-hander is very difficult to get right. Most drivers end up in the wall, and that's where Hamilton and Vettel had their coming together, and they come down into this left-hander, the last heavy braking zone, the last effort there, as Emo Guy comes around the final few corners now, flat out through here. Probably a little lift as we heard earlier from him. Nope, he's flat this time. A little lift through there, and he will get the toe of the car in front. I believe that is Kieran Argent in front of him, so Argent will be giving Emo Guy an absolute slight toe as we come down the back straight now towards the line. What is this for Emo Guy? Does he improve? He does. He goes second with a 54.4, so that was a decent lap from Emo Guy, and that is a lap of Azerbaijan as there's a yellow flag in sector 1. I believe that's Argent gone off. Dan in the comments saying hi Phil, I hope you win. So guys, get your comments in, get your votes in on who you think is going to take pole position. 8 votes already gone up, and it looks like the way of Matt Himovic. But at this precise minute is Green Pies who's on pole, as we got a yellow flag in sector 3 as Bryn comes into the pits once again for a front nose. As Matt Himovic comes into the pit, Matt has one last effort. Remember guys, this is not like Project Cars where they just press start and they end up back in the pits, as Monkey Boy did go purple middle sector and he's gone wide there. Emo Guy is now out of this session. Who's that in the wall? That's the Mutt's Nut in the wall. There's Emo Guy. He's had a spin and put it in the wall. So Emo Guy now out of this session. So it's all still to play for. The closest one to it at the minute is Gary. Is he on a decent lap time? This is the question. Yellow flag in sector 2 obviously for Emo Guy's car. Sutty coming back out on track. So what can Gary do as he comes through the final sector now? Oh, he goes a bit deep and clips the wall. That's going to stop him from getting a decent lap time here. And towards the final corner, yeah, he's not even up on this sector. So Gary really struggling on this lap. Gary really trying to push the limits here to try and improve his lap time, but I don't think he's going to improve in that. I won't win. Me and this place are not friends. So PM Motorsport, obviously not a big fan of the circuit. Let's get your votes in on if people do like this circuit. Smithy saying evening peaceful stepdad. Evening peaceful stepdad and welcome to tonight, and it's going to be an interesting night if this rain hangs on, which should be great fun. Sati currently on an outlap. Monkey Boy 3/10 up in the middle sector. So he looks like he's finding pace. There's a yellow flag in this sector though, so he has to be careful. I think it's possibly the I'm not sure who it is. We'll stick with Monkey Boy so we can see. It's the Mutt's Nuts by the looks of things. So more cars getting eliminated. Gary on the softs, question mark. Is that what happening, Gary? Yes, he looks like he is on the softs. It looks like it has stopped raining. Yeah, Gary's on the softs and he's trying to get temperature in them. Has he put enough fuel in there? That's the question. Monkey Boy really pushing it through there, and he's made a slight mistake. Maybe the softs are the way to go, but it's going to be running out of time. Matt's on the outlap. Is he on softs? No, he's opted for inters, so good spot everybody, as Sutty is found a second. Sutty's finding pace. He's got another run at this, so this should be his last chance. Sutty needs to hook this up. I think it's a great street circuit, says Disco. We'll have to keep an eye on Gary, and he's in the wall. Gary will not get another lap time, and that's Arjun in the wall as well. So Sutty's the man who's on the roll at the minute, as Matt is on his outlap. And it's coming down the back straight. What can Matt do? That is the question. Argent with damage from wing. He won't get another lap time in. Bryn on his final attempt as well. The rain has stopped here. Looks like it's drying out, but it won't dry out enough. A Smith. Monkey Boy's lost his front wing, so he won't improve. Sutty, he's 2/10 down in sector 1. 50-50 with this racetrack, says Phil. DJ Phil, that is. A Smith is done. We got a yellow flag in the final sector. Who is that? That's Gary once again. He's facing the wrong way on those slicks. It has not worked for him. What can Sutty do? But at this precise minute, Matt is down in 7th place position. Not where he wants to be starting at the minute. Sutty coming through the middle sector now. Can he improve? This is the question. Down into this difficult left-hander. So, need to get that spot on. Stay away from the wall as best you possibly can. Towards the final end of the circuit. Is he purple? No, he's still 2/10 down. So at this minute, Green Pies with pole position in hand at the minute. Sutty going through the final sector now, as Gary in front of him coming towards the pits. Monkey Boy's hit the wall now, so Monkey Boy is out of this session. Sutty, what can he do? Can he get Gary right at the end? This is the question. He needed to hook up the final sector to do so. Towards the line, nope, he's opted into pit. The next closest is Matt Himovic. He's coming through the final sector now. Bryn is trying to set a lap time himself. So can Matt improve? Matt coming to the tricky left-hander. Stay away from the wall, Matt. Get a good run out the corner and towards the beacon for sector 2. Is this purple? No, it's not. So he's not going to outdo the Green Pies. He runs a little bit wide. Looks like Bryn had a moment as well, but he's kept it together. Can Bryn get a lap time on the board? This is the question. Sutty's in the pits. Most of the drivers are done for this session. Matt Timovic towards the line. Can he improve on 7th? Because at the minute, he's not want to be where he's starting at the minute. Towards the line he comes. Bryn not too far behind either. What can Matt do? Matt goes 5th only. So Matt starting 5th overall, your championship leader in the pack, not where he's used to being. And this is going to be an interesting race nonetheless. So it is Green Pies who is on pole position for this race. Emo Guy in 2nd. 3rd is Gary, who's got a 5-place grid penalty. So Sutty will move up 1 place, as will Matt Timovic. Monkey Boy will start 6th. 7th is the Mutts Nuts. 8th is Bryn. 9th is A Smith. 10th is Argent. 11th is Fury. 12th is Go 10 Duffin. 13th Leon Fernie. 14th is DJ Phil, and PM Motorsport right at the back of the pack. Guys, get your predictions on who you think is going to take this first win of the season. I believe Matt, first win of the season. Let's get this first. I can't talk right now. It's been a long week, guys. It's been a very long week. Let's see who's going to take this race win. Round 5 of the championship here of season 1 of F1 2021 here at Simplayf Motorsport. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Hit the bell to be notified for when we are live. But if the rain is still lingering around, this could be a very interesting race. How many safety cars are we going to get? How many cars are actually going to finish? How many front wings is Gary going to go through before he finishes the season? Before it finishes the race? And we got lovely blue sky conditions. Absolutely gorgeous. No point me trying to find Matt's stream now to let me know what the weather is doing, because it's glorious weather here in Azerbaijan, Baku. Go Argent 22 in a Red Bull, my teammate for tonight. So good luck to all the drivers. Let's try and keep this clean and good racing nonetheless, as we're about to get underway here. The formation lap will begin. As Gary does his typical thing of launching his way to the front of the pack. So I just got to make one small adjustment, guys. Apologies for this. There we go. So we'll do the running order here. Green Pies on pole position with Emo Guy starting in 2nd. 3rd is Sutty Apex. 4th is Matahimovic. 5th is Monkey Boy. 6th is the Mutts Nuts. 7th is Bryn. 8th is Gary 131, who's hitting Sutty. And 9th is A Smith. 10th is Argent. 11th is Fury. 12th is Leon Fernie. 13th is PM Motorsport. 14th is Go 10 Duffin, and DJ Phil right at the back of the pack. Sutty and Gary, not to my surprise, are both out of this session, or both out of the formation lap. They're not out of the race, they're out of the formation lap, and that's good of them. The question is, has Green Pies made sure he turns off the magic before he gets to turn 1, where Lewis Hamilton just went straight on at turn 1. Guys, get your predictions on who you think is going to take the win here. Can Matt gain some more points? Can he go another race win? He won at Monaco. Can he win here at Azerbaijan? This is the question. And again, make sure you tune in next Saturday, as there won't be any F1. We will be doing the 6 hours of Monza instead. LMP2s and GTEs will return back to the track. And also make sure you tune in on Wednesday and Thursday night, as we will have the Pro-Am and the Pro GT3 cars back on track as we head to a Texas road course. Wet weather is predicted. We got thunderstorms lingering around. Are we going to have another wet race for the pros and the Pro-Ams? Are they going to have a wet race again? As you see there, that is the prediction for the race strategy. Soft, medium, medium, or 3-stop with soft, medium, medium, soft. All these guys just getting disqualified from the session. Wow, the formation lap, as I said. So as we line up here for the 5th round of the championship, Azerbaijan, we're about to get underway. Evil Scotsman, aka Emo Guy, saying good luck everyone. We're about to get underway here. Disco, good luck lads. Hopefully we all can have a clean one with a thumbs up emoji. All everyone's lined up and ready to go. We're just waiting for DJ Phil at the back. A little delay here. As the reds rise, the lights will come on. 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light, 5 lights. And we're away here in Azerbaijan, and it's Green Pies who leads the way, but Emo Guy with a squirrely start, and it's Green Pies who leads the way into turn 1 as the rest of the pack come flooding through, as Matovic pushes Sutty wide there, as we've got a couple other guys going for it into turn 2, and that's the Mutts Nuts, and he makes contact with Monkey Boy. Monkey Boy is in the wall, a couple other guys just trying to stay out of trouble as well. We got the Ferrari in the wall as well, but Fury's on the move, he's up into 8th place position. But it's Green Pies with an electric start. He pulls away, and that is your prediction for the as you see, Bryn going down the inside of Sutty there, couldn't quite get his way through, and a front wing damage there. As it looks like the Mutts Nuts has got front wing damage, so he's going to hold up this entire pack now. So the Mutts Nuts holding up everyone at the minute. Monkey Boy is trying to go right round the outside of the Mutts Nuts and gets the job done. That's Sutty going down the inside of Bryn as they all get bogged up there, and it's all collecting together. Gary's in that fight as well. The two McLarens really close to one another. They've got to be careful they don't hit each other. That's Argent just getting onto the back of Gary 131, but that is basically everyone through. No real incidences, a couple of front wings missing, but we are underway. Green Pies completely gone, 3.3 seconds down the road with Emo Guy in second, and Matt trying to hunt him down as well. 4th place is Monkey Boy, and he's starting to spread that gap as the Mutts Nuts is holding everyone up. Look at Fury here right on the back of Bryn. Oh, and the Mutts Nuts is out of the session. He's in the wall, so he is out of the wall. The rest of the guys have to try and avoid that car if they possibly can, and it looks like they all do. So will we have our first safety car? That is the question, but the Mutts Nuts is done. Sutty there trying to defend off Gary 131, and we know what these two are like. Gary looking for any opportunity right onto the back of Sutty Apex. He's just squeezing him to the wall, but there's no opportunity for him there. Virtual safety car has been deployed. More Mutts does this last week too, as these guys opt to pit, as the AlphaTauri as well is in. Monkey Boy, A Smith, all these guys pitting. Matovic caught onto the back of Emo Guy there, as a 10-second time penalty has been given to A Smith for contact with Leon Fernie. Goten Dubbin up into 7th, so everyone pretty much in the pits, as we've got the AlphaTauri team holding up one another. Gary's gone, Sutty's gone, DJ Phil all done there, pit stop and underway, as we got this virtual safety car underway. And Monkey Boy, out of all that gains, he's up into 9th place. Sutty goes 10th. 11th is Gary 131. 12th is Leon Fernie. 13th is DJ Phil, and A Smith lost out big time, having to queue up in the back of that, but it is still Green Pies who leads this race, as we are under a virtual safety car here, as Smithy says, go on Monkey Boy. So you've got to make sure they stay within their delta, they don't go too fast, or they will get a penalty for it. As we are green here, we're back underway as Emo Guy goes flying into the castle section and nearly hits the wall. He's got Matt chasing him down in the Aston Martin. Can Matt's leg hang on in there, as we've got Fury right onto the back of Bryn. Bryn with a good start here up into 4th, but Fury's looking down the inside and he gets the job done. Can he get past Bryn here? He looks a little bit slower in a straight line, but he goes down the inside and is up past the Mercedes. The McLaren is on his way. Can Fury keep away from the wall? Can he have a good strategy here and try and... Oh, he's in the wall! As I say, stay away from the wall. He's ended up in that wall. And Bryn goes back in front. Argent not too far behind us. Goten Duffin's got PN Motorsport right behind him as well. Can PN Motorsport find a way past the Mercedes here? Can Mercedes finally score some decent points with both drivers finishing the race? This is the question. Race control has enabled DRS, and PM Motorsport still not quite close enough to the back of Goten Duffin. Has he got damage to the front wing? That is the question, as Fury is looking to get back on Bryn, but he's into the pits. Matovic right onto the back of Emo Guy as they go into turn 2. Can Matt get away past him? Trying to gain on the Alpine if he possibly can. Argent now upper place. Goten Duffin upper place. All these guys moving up because of Fury going into the pits, but Nat not quite close enough to Emo Guy at this stage, as Leon Fernie's got Sutty just in front of him, and it looks like Sutty's lost out to Gary somewhere. It's very difficult to keep an eye on all of the positions here. Fury exits the pits behind his teammate Sutty Apex, so those McLarens will be battling out for that 10th and 11th spot, the last points positions, as PN Motorsport still looking to try and find a way past Goten Duffin. This is a great little scat between Mercedes and Ferrari. Pretty sure Bryn hit Fury. We'll have to have a look at that at some point, Disco. But we've got a yellow flag in Sector 1. Who is that? Is that Leon Fernie? It is Leon Fernie. He was in the wall. We go back to this McLaren fight between Sutty and Fury. Fury want to clear him as quickly as he can, but PN Motorsport, as I say that, Fury does send it on Sutty and gets past him. Sutty on the harder tyres, probably allowing his teammate to go through so he can go longer. Fury on a softer tyre, he's much faster and will be able to catch the guys in front. There's a front wing damage there. Is that front wing? Yes, it's Go10 Duffin's front wing just gone there. So can PN Motorsport now find a way past, or has PN got damage to his front wing? Go10 Duffin there, really trying to defend as he's got no front wing. PN Motorsport down the inside as he cuts the corner there. Nicely done. But Green Pie's out in front, extending that gap. As we've got Matt here looking to make a move on Emo Guy. He goes around the outside. Can he get the job done? Is Emo Guy just going to hang it in there a little bit? He goes right round the outside, and Matt Timovic gets past Emo Guy. He's on the medium tyres, so he can go longer than Green Pies, but Green Pies on the soft. He's out in front all on his own. What can he do? But Matt is now up into second. Can Emo Guy retaliate and come back at him? No. As Monkey Boy now goes to upper place. As Go10 Duffin losing more places left, right and centre from his front wing. PM Motorsports in the pits, as is Go10 Duffin as well. All these guys into the pits. Gary moves up a place. Monkey Boys moves up a place. That's allowing Fury to go up, and Sutty as well. So all these guys gaining places from people damaging their front wing. Gary catching onto the back of Monkey Boy. What can Gary, the two-time Pro Champ, do about the AlphaTauri of Monkey Boy, the ex-Pro-Am champion? Can he find a way past here at Azerbaijan as they come down to the third corner here? Gary with a decent run through there. Monkey Boy with a slight wiggle on exit. Gary being a little bit more cautious, but they don't want to be too cautious because Fury is hunting them down really quickly. As Emo Guy has stuck with Matt. So can Emo Guy take the fight to Matt? We are on board with Emo Guy right now. He has a great run through that left-hander. Can he get another good run out the left-hander and use the DRS? He doesn't want to get too close right now. He wants to get a good drive, good exit. Emo Guy through that section there. And it's close enough to Matt to try and make a move through the left and the right-handers here. Swooping through the corners. Beautiful angle there as the guys come down the back straight. Emo Guy is close enough. He will have DRS. Green Pies setting the lap track alight with 1:44.1. Emo Guy DRS towards the line. Can he get past Matt? He's now going to the outside. Matt to the inside. Emo Guy's right round the outside, and he gets the job done. Emo Guy back up into second place, but Matt is not going to let him get away with it too easily. Monkey Boy is now under pressure from Fury and Gary 131. Back straight they go. Oh, Monkey Boy just seemed to clip the wall there. That's giving Gary enough of an invitation to try and go for it as well. Fury's not too far behind these two as well. Argent's into the pits as Gary is looking to get past Monkey Boy, and I think he does so. Monkey Boy opts the pit. Now Fury gets past as well. A lot of people losing their front wings again, but Matt's back onto the back of Emo Guy. There's action up and down the race for sure. There's positions changing left, right and centre, but at this minute we've only got one DNF so far, and that is the Mutts Nuts. The yellow flag. Who is that for? Seems to be a slow car in Sector 1. Is that DJ Phil possibly? No. All the cars are looking alright at the precise minute as both the AlphaTauris back in the pits once again. Fury now onto the back of Gary 131. Can he find a way past? He's used to racing Gary in the Pro class. Can he find a way past in the Formula 1? But he's right onto the back of the Aston Martin. Let's go back to Matt. Is he any closer to Emo Guy down the back straight? He's within a second. I think he's just dropped out of that, so he shouldn't get DRS. Emo Guy should be safe for this lap. Go10 Duffin in and out the pits again. Where is Go10 Duffin? He's finally left the pits, so he's still going. As Matt does get DRS, he's looking to try and make a move on Emo Guy. He's catching him very rapidly, very quickly. He looks to the inside, he's going to send it, and he nearly does. He just swoops back into the back of Emo Guy. We'll have to wait for the next DRS zone, which is the third straight here. Little straight there, now down this back straight as well. The Lazy Camel says, come on, Killian. Green Pies, as he is leading the way at this precise minute. Emo Guy defends Matt, but Matt's down the inside. And with the DRS, he stays in front as Matt just gives Emo Guy a little kiss pass there. And Emo Guy loses out to Matt again, but he should be able to come back later on. Gary and Fury are batting it out. Looks like Fury's got him in the DRS zone. Leon Fernie now passes DJ Phil. DJ Phil has gone wide and lost his front wing once again. Whoa! Monkey Boy is out of this session. Monkey Boy with a big sliders into the wall, and that is a full-blown safety car. This is going to help some of the guys now. Whoever's in the back end of the circuit want to be coming into the pits now. And who is that in the pits? It's DJ Phil. He gets in and serves his pit stop. But Monkey Boy with a massive sliding into the wall. That's going to help A Smith go up a bit upper place as well into 12th place. So Monkey Boy out of this race. They all got to stick to their delta. Bryn doing a fantastic job in 4th, just staying out of trouble and doing everything that he needs to do. But all these guys are now under a safety car here. Green Pies coming through the final sector now, still leading this race, 12.3 seconds ahead and well out in front at this precise stage of the race. So will Green Pies come into the pits? This is the question. It looks like he is. Yes, he is. Green Pies into the pits. So will Matimovic and Emo Guy do the same? No, Matt looks like he's going to stay out by the looks of things. He does. So Green Pie's in and out. He's in to do his pit stop. So Matt will lead this race now on the medium tyre. Emo Guy into the pits as well. He's going to opt to go to change his tyres. Green Pies moves on to the medium. He is now behind Matimovic. Medium tyres for Emo Guy. Looks like Bryn looks like he's coming into the pits as well. This is just a free pit stop for everyone. Whoever's on the medium tyres can go a little bit longer, as I believe Fury, is he going to be opting to stay out? He does, as does Gary. All these guys staying out. Sutty on the hard tyres will definitely be staying out. But Monkey Boy's little crash has opted a lot of people to change their strategies and has brought out the safety car. So Matt, the championship leader, with Green Pies right behind him. Can Green Pies bring a stop to Matt's reign? Bryn exits the pit. He's now got his pit stop done out of the way. He's in 7th place. Argent up into 8th. Leon Fernie 9th. PN Motorsport 10th. DJ Phil 11th. With A Smithy in 12th. And Goten Duffin brings up the rear. So this will bunch the whole pack back up. So all the guys at the front will have to stick behind the safety car, but these guys can go flat out pretty much all the way around and get back to the leaders as well. So who are the winners and losers out the pit stop? So Matt is the massive gainer there. He moves up into 1st place, but he is on the medium tyre. Green Pies losing out to a Matt in the pits, but we would have thought that anyway. Emo Guy has managed to maintain 3rd place position, was damaged to going past Go 10, didn't want to hit him. No, fair play, PN Motorsport, that's fair enough. So Emo Guy moves up a place. Fury's one of the big winners out of that. He's up into 4th. Gary's up into 5th place. Sutty also another winner out of that. He is now in 6th place position. So just put my controller on charge a minute. Yep, so Sutty up in the 6th place. Bryn, big loser out of that, obviously to change to the medium tyres. He's 7th, 8th is Argent, 9th is Leon Funny, PM Motorsport. All these guys move up a place because of Monkey Boy's DNF, and what a slide it was. As Smithy in the comments also says, no Monkey Boy. So that's a shame for him. We have got Gary coming into the pits. He should have done that a lap earlier, really. So he's going to lose out to Sutty and Bryn. He might lose out to Argent and Leon Fernie. So we'll see where Gary comes out. He's been and gone. He's on the medium tyre, so he's going to go a little bit longer. Argent down the back straight. Is he going to get Gary? Don't think so. What's happened to PN? He's retired to the session. Why is that? N-Dub, where's KLF tonight? He's had a busy week of work, and sadly he's unable to race tonight, so he's having a night off, as I don't know what's happened to PN Motorsport, but he's out of this race. We've lost the car, we lost the Ferrari, possibly speeding in the pit lane. I'm not sure. No, bloody wall, as PM Motorsport has hit a wall, possibly on the pit entry. So as the pack all bunches up, Goten Duffin might not quite make it but hopefully DJ Phil, A Smith all should do so. And I think by the sound of things, PN might have dropped it in the pits possibly, I'm not quite sure, but we have lost a Ferrari from this race. So guys, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. We are so close to getting to 200 subscribers. We are 2 away, so please, if you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button, like the channel, like the video, hit the bell to be notified for when we are live, as we should be able to get underway once again to come through the final sector now. So can Matt Imovic get a good restart? That is the question. I think we are just waiting for DJ Phil just to catch the back of the pack. When does the safety car come in? This week we have the AMG Mercedes safety car out track this time. Last time we had the Aston Martin. Let's have a look of the winners and losers. Fastest lap so far is Green Pies. Fury with a very quick lap time as well. But winners and losers, Matt is up 3, Green Pies down 1, Emo Guy down 1, Fury up 7, Sutty down 2, Bryn up 1, Gary up 1, Arjun up 2, Leon Fernie up 3, DJ Phil up 5, A Smith down 2, and Gotan Duffin up 2 as well. And those are the tyres. That's what we like to see here. I did a Coulthard. Not good, PN, not good at all. Hit pit wall. Very easy to do here, as we're just waiting for Goten Duffin to catch the back of the pack. He should do so by the end of this lap. So this is the tyre situation, Matt, on 8 old mediums. Green Pies and Emo Guy opting to get some fresh new mediums, with Fury on 5 lap old softs, Sutty on 6 old lap hards, and Bryn and Gary opting for a new set of mediums. Arjun on 3 lap old mediums, Leon Fernie 6 old softs, DJ Phil with 2 lap old softs, A Smith with 3 lap old softs, and Goten Duffin with 3 lap old mediums. This is the tyre situation, and we've lost 3 drivers. We have lost PN Motorsport, Monkey Boy and the Mutts Nuts, and this is the first safety car of the night. So can Matt control the pace? Can he keep Green Pies behind him? That is the question. Castle section catches many people out. The famous words from Charles Leclerc's "I am stupid. I am stupid," as he said. So I think Goten Duffin has now caught the back of the pack. Yes, he has. So we should be able to get underway racing here. The 2 McLarens following one another. It's nice to have 12 cars still remaining after 10 laps here. So safety car, does it come in at this lap? This is the question. Race control. No, that's A Smith. 5-second penalty with collision with Goten Duffin. So those 2 have made collisions there. Safety cars in this lap. So Matt controls the pace. Fury not quite on the back of these guys. So when does Matt opt to go? It's going to be very difficult here at Azerbaijan when he wants to go, but he can decide when he wants to go, and it's going to be Green Pies who's going to stick to him as close as he possibly can. He could get mugged as the rest of the pack aren't quite close enough. This could end up in disaster. Leon Fernie, 5-second penalty collision with Argent, so they're all getting banged up from behind. So when is Matt going to go? He's leaving at the very last second, I think. Emo Guy, all these guys sitting and waiting. This is going to be interesting. Matt's gone. Matt's gone. Green Pie's not the best launch, and Emo Guy's going to go down the inside as well. So Emo Guy with a great start. It's going to go down the inside of Green Pies, but he's not going to get the job done. Green Pie's going wide there as the McLaren or Fury goes sideways. But Green Pies nearly got mugged by Emo Guy there, but Emo Guy just caught out a little bit into turn 1. Didn't have the confidence on the brake, but it's Matt Imovic who leads. Green Pies in second, Emo Guy in third. Is not able to stick with these 2. Green Pies is going down the inside of Matt, but Matt has him covered. So Matt still holds on to the race lead at the minute, but obviously DRS is not enabled this lap. Green Pies looking down the inside of Matt, but he's not able to get the job done. The McLaren's not able to stick to him either, but we've got a couple of guys in the pits, but the majority of the cars got away safely. Gary with a mistake somewhere, so he's lost out. But this is your fight here. Green Pies looking to try and make a move on Matt if he possibly can. Emo Guy wants to get involved as well, and Fury's just joined into the pack as well. Bryn moves up a place as Sutty gets squeezed into the wall as DJ Phil goes up a place as well. Argent's lost his front nose. But this is the fight for the lead. We'll keep an eye on this. Emo Guy sticking to the back of these two. Can Green Pies find a way past? He has the fresh tyre advantage, but not by much. Matt really trying his best to hold back Green Pies as best he can. But Emo Guy's going to be ready there to pounce. No DRS this lap. I think it's about 2 or 3 laps until DRS is enabled. Green Pies right into the back of these guys. But Fury's joined in the fight as well in the McLaren. As Green Pies goes wide there. Matt defending for his life here. So Matt goes through the fast section there. Green Pies is right on the back of Matt. Matt will go defensive. He stays to the left. Green Pies opting to go the longer way around. Fury's not quite close enough. Green Pies has to go the long way round, but he's hit top speed. He won't be able to get the way past through there. So Green Pies going to go right round the outside of Matt, and he gets the job done. He gets past Matt right round the outside. Brilliant move there from Green Pies as he gets the job done. Matt will get really frustrated about that, knowing that he's just allowed him through, but he's now about to get mugged by Emo Guy as well. So Emo Guy is onto the back of Matt Timovic. Matt trying everything he possibly can to stick with Green Pies, but I think Green Pies should be able to extend the gap now as Gary's up into 9th place as Argent's into the pits. Sutty losing out to a Bryn, and Fury's now onto the back of Emo Guys. So all swapping and changing here, ebbing and flowing, as Matt Timovic would say. But Green Pies is now up into the lead again. Matt really couldn't hold on to it there, so Emo Guy is now going to be pressurising Matt. He's got 2 of the Sandbag Motorsport boys behind him from the pro category, breathing down his neck. 1 for Alpine, 1 for McLaren. So can Fury and Emo Guy do anything about Matt? Sutty moving up into 6th place. DJ Phil, as we got a yellow flag in sector 1. That is Argent, who's made a mistake at the top end, but now Green Pies can extend his gap. As Emo Guy, oh, he gets right onto the back of Matt, then just clips him. That's going to give Fury a great run down the back straight, and I don't know why Fury's ending in the wall. That was a bad choice of going to the outside of Emo Guy. That's given Matt a lifeline there, a massive lifeline. Emo Guy's not going to be happy about that, nor is Fury. Fury, obviously, I don't know why he opted to go to the outsides. There was plenty of room on the inside, so really poor judgment, I think, there from Fury. But Emo Guy staying out in front. Emo Guy's wanting to come into the pits. He can't do so because Fury's there. A little bit complicated there from those guys, but Emo Guy is into the pits. And Sutty now and Bryn all gain a position. That's A. Smith up in the background as well, opting to pit. Another front wing for him by the looks of things. But Green Pies back into the lead of this race from Matt Timovic in 2nd. Fury now up into 3rd. 4th place is Bryn. 5th is Sutty. Can Sutty go long on these hards? He likes going on the hard tyres. A number of times I've seen him race, he's on the hards. Leon 30 is starting to get up there now, and I'll be showing you how it's done. Emo Scotsman, god damn it, Fury, what the hell, man? He's not happy there. Gary, I'm not sure what's happened to him. It looks like he's had another front wing damage earlier on, so he's having to have a recovery drive right now. But Bryn under pressure from Sutty once again. Can Sutty find a way past? That's the question. 21 people currently watching the stream. Hit that like button if you haven't done so, and subscribe to the channel if you want to be a part of the action here. There's plenty of seats still available for the F1, so head over to the Simplayf Motorsport Facebook page, and we're on Discord as well. Get involved with the racing on track, and if you're interested as well for the LMP2 and the GTE World Endurance Championship, then make sure you tune in on Saturday next week. 6 hours of Monza, round 2 of the championship. Can Ben Parkey extend his championship lead in the LMP2s? Can Andy extend his lead in the GTEs? That is the question. Sutty trying to do everything he can to find a way past the Mercedes of Bryn, and it's nice to have 12 cars still out on track. So we are on lap 12 here, but Green Pies extends his gap to 4.1 seconds. Matt not able to stick with him at this precise stage. Sutty coming down the back straight. Can he get any closer? That is the question. Smithy, Thursday night teammates. As PN Motorsport says to Johnny Murray, please do a lol. We got a yellow flag in sector 1. Who is that? That's Fury. He's gone deep. He's gone deep at turn 2 and he's lost out massively. That's put Bryn up into 3rd place now. So Bryn's clean and consistent driving has put him up into 3rd place position on the podium. Sutty right now in 4th place as well. DJ Phil up into 5th. So Fury with that slight mistake has put him down into 6th place position and behind DJ Phil. I think Fury just needs to calm down a little bit and he should be able to get back on the pace again. Gary 131 trying to catch onto the back of these lot as well. Leon Fernie in 8th place. Emo Guy in 9th. A Smith in 10th. 11th is Go10 Duffin and 12th is Argent after losing his front wing earlier on. But Green Pie still extends his lead out in front. Jamie Brazy, well done Baku. Don't know what you mean by that, Jamie, but Sutty now getting ever so closer to the back of Bryn. He's 6/10 behind. Can he find a way past that Mercedes? He's on the hard tyre, so he does have a slight loss in tyre advantage to Bryn as Bryn goes very wide there. As Fury has found a way past DJ Phil, he now moves up into 5th place position. But Sutty still looking to try and make a move on Bryn. He should have DRS. We should hear the little beep pop up. We didn't hear the beep, but we do see the DRS flap is open and Sutty goes down the inside. Sutty Apex up into 3rd place position and doing it for his Thursday. Oh, as Bryn fights him back. Bryn goes around the outside. He's not giving in. Fury's into the pits. But Sutty and Bryn go door by door. Bryn turns in on him. And a little bit of door banging there if F1 cars had doors. But Bryn stays in front of Sutty there. So that's... Sutty's not going to be too happy about that. He's going to want to try and get past Bryn as quickly as he possibly can. Fury's into the pits, probably with front wing damage. Emo Guy moves up, so Fury actually a net loser out of that. So Emo Guy gains the position off of him. Back in 2016, there was a billboards and well done Baku all around the circuit. I see what you're saying there. Oh, has Bryn gone in the wall? Bryn just getting into the wall there. That's allowed Sutty to get a little bit closer, but then there's tight section here. There's no way for Sutty to get past. I believe Sutty will be on the pad, I believe. And Sutty trying his absolute darndest to try and get past that Mercedes as best he possibly can. Oh, as Bryn goes wide there a little bit, that's going to give Sutty an opportunity to try and find a way past, but it's just in the wrong section. He's going to have to wait for the DRS. This has brought DJ Phil into this. So DJ Phil on those softs is doing quite well, and Gary 131 is just behind him as well. So this is a great fight for 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th soon. As Sutty really trying to find a way past the back of that Mercedes. Bryn struggling, I think, with front wing damage. Whoa, as Bryn nearly puts in the wall, Sutty has to bail out of that. DJ Phil will be catching on to the back of these guys as well. Gary's not too far away. Sutty to the outside. Bryn stays to the inside. As he comes down the straight now, Sutty goes into 3rd place. Bryn opts to pit. DJ Phil now up into 4th place, but Gary is hunting him down. I prefer Monaco to this place. To be honest, Pian, and so do I. I cannot stand Baku. Gary is now on the back of DJ Phil and he sends it on him into turn 2. Gary 1-3. Oh, as he puts him in the wall. DJ Phil and Gary are in the wall, and Gary can't get out of the wall. These two having the most pit stops at Monaco, and looks like they might have another pit stop. This has brought Leon Fernie and Emo Guy back into this. Leon Fernie, Emo Guy going round. Oh, he gets pinched and Emo Guy gets past DJ Phil and Leon Fernie as Leon Fernie goes around the outside of DJ Phil and gets the job done. A little bit of contact there. What's everyone's favourite moment at Baku? PR Motorsport, none. Alonso, Jamie, and I think Alonso when he come across the line with only 3 wheels left, the race. Wow. Yeah, that was a very memorable moment. I think Daniel Ricciardo passing 3 cars at once into turn 1 comes to my mind. As DJ Phil was trying to stick on the back of Leon Fernie, as we got Emo Guy on the back of Gary. Gary probably with front wing damage with the contact with DJ Phil. And it looks like he Or does he? I don't think he does. As Emo Guy looking to try and make a way past. He doesn't look like he's got too much damage, Gary. Looks like he's got away with that one. As Go 10 Duffin once again in the pits. He just needs to keep going, so it could be an opportunity to score points if other people don't finish. Got to love a brake check though. Says PN Motorsport. Mine's probably I Am Stupid. Yep, that's a very good one as well. Jamie, I mentioned that earlier on with Charles Leclerc going into the wall at the castle section. But Emo Guy right onto the back of Gary 131. Aston Martin versus Alpine, and Gary opts to pit, and I think he's got front wing damage, so no real good fights because of front wing damages. This is going to help Fury out and Leon Fernie. Leon Fernie now up into 5th place. Positions changing all the time as DJ Phil's into the pits as well. As DJ Phil is actually out, he's probably hit the pit wall, so DJ Phil is out of this race. So poor DJ Phil has hit the wall and is out of this race. He's appeared to have done a PN Motorsport and hit the clip wall. Bryn, after his pit stop, has come ahead of A. Smith, who's doing a solid job in 8th place, scoring points for AlphaTauri right now. As Smithy's younger or older brother, I'm not sure. Smithy, you might have to tell me. I think he's younger. I'm guessing. Matt did tell me, I just wasn't listening. Matt tells me a lot of things that I don't tend to listen to. But A. Smith doing a fantastic job in the AlphaTauri. Goes a little bit of understeer there. Has he got front wing damage? That's the question. As Green Pie setting the light with a 1:43.6. He's absolutely flying at the minute. Actually, no, my favourite is Hamilton magic button moment at turn 1. Again, another one we mentioned as well as A. Smith there goes a little bit wide. I think he's got a bit of front wing damage possibly. As Gary is trying to hunt him down as Go 10 Duffin moves up to 11th place. So I told you, keep going and you will score points. So close to the top 10 now, and Floyd will get his second round of points, I believe, after Australia. But Green Pies leads the way for a gap of 14.3. Matt with no answer at this precise minute in the Aston Martin in second. Sutty Apex with a brilliant job in 3rd place with the hards as well. He's going very long on this set. Phil in the comments saying it take me into a pit wall. Disco's max tyres blowing out and him kicking the wall. As John Murray says, super max max super super max max super super max. Come on Leon Fernie, we know you love Mr. Max Verstappen. Nice thing in there. So you have a yellow flag. Leon Fernie's damaged the front wing as we were talking about him. He hasn't hit the castle section, but he's gonna then have a load of cars breathing down his neck. And the first one is going to be Bryn. Can Bryn find a way past Leon Fernie easily without getting caught up in that? As we do have a yellow flag in sector 2. Why do we have a yellow flag there? As Leon Fernie has moved to one side, he's missed the braking again. So Leon Fernie with another mistake there. Little Smith, I thought he was younger. PM Motorsport, me too, as he hit the wall as well. But Go 10 Duffin now ahead of Emo Guy there. So he should let him through, and he does so very well. So guys, just losing front wings and stuff at the minute as Leon Fernie's done the I Am Stupid moment and just missed the castle section. He's really struggling without that front wing. It's all about coasting at home, mate, and get back as quickly as you possibly can. A. Smith sticking to at the back of Gary 131. All these guys will be in a party, I know that for sure. Matt, Gary, Sutty and Smithy, I believe, are all in a party. So Gary really trying to bring that gap down to Bryn. Beautiful shot there as some of the cars go down the back straight and others go down the short little straights. We saw Green Pies just going around the corner. But a lot better for these guys. A. Smith into the pits, probably front wing again. And he is in two of the pits right now. So that'll give Leon Fernie a... Oh no, Leon Fernie will have to pit. So it's Argent who possibly will gain a position from that. But I don't think he's quite close enough. Gary 131 is now starting to bring that gap down to Bryn. Can he find a way past the Mercedes? Aston Martin versus Mercedes, who's got same engine power, but who has got the better grip at this stage? Probably Gary has got younger tyres. So Gary is looking for any opportunity to get past him as quickly as he possibly can and try and hunt down Fury. As we got another yellow flag in sector 2. Why is that? That's Goten Duffin. He's facing the wrong way. He'll need to get it going as quickly as he can, and he stays out of the way of the fight between Bryn and Gary, as Gary's got a move done on Bryn past the castle section. So great stuff from him. He's up past Bryn. Will Bryn try and fight back? No, Bryn's just clipped the wall ever so slightly and will lose all his momentum and not be able to get past Gary. He's lost the front wing there, trying to stick to Gary, and he's hit the wall. So Bryn losing a position there. Another yellow flag. That's Goten Duffin out of this race. He's hit the wall, and that's another safety car. Safety car deployed once again. A Smith here will go on board with him and see where Goten Duffin has dropped it. I think he's hit that left-hander. He was in the wall. Who is near the pits? I believe Gary is near it. Fury is in the pits. This is going to help Fury out massively. And there is the stricken car. So guys, be careful as you come through the left-hander. I know my recording is a bit delayed, as Bryn, last-minute decision to come into the pits. So all these guys get a free pit stop. Fury will drop behind Gary, but it helps him out overall. He gets a free pit stop. Sutty will probably stay out on the hards, but I guarantee this man, Matimovic, will have to come into the pits for another set of mediums. They said last time at Monaco tyre wear wasn't the problem, it was the amount of front wings they were losing, so they were going through tyres left, right and centre. The question is, does Green Pies pit as well? It's coming onto the back of the Red Bull of Argent. So Green Pies down the back straight. It'd be silly not to pit. It's a free pit stop basically, and Green Pies is into the pits. Question is, will Matt pit as well? Sutty not close enough to do really anything with this. Emo guy is caught onto the back of him as well. Monkey Boy in the comments, Smithy Smith gutted about the too much loud pedal and collected the walls. Such a shame, Monkey Boy. You had a good round in Monaco. You did well at Imola as well, I believe. So Fury with a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. So even though he's pitted early, he has to serve a drive-through. Not what we want to see, Fury. Not good at all. Penalties, drive-through for him. And let's have a look at pit stops. Who's got the most so far? And it's Gary up there once again with 4 pit stops to his name. A Smith with 4 and Leon Fernie with 4 as well. So those pit stops were ranking up once again. Matt has come into the pits. He's put the medium tyre on, as also has Green Pies. He's put the softs on. Sutty has stayed out on the hards. He's going long, and at this stage it seems to be helping him. Emo guy's into the pits. Where does Gary? Gary comes into the pits as well, but Fury will have to serve the drive-through when we are green and not under safety car. Or as Fury goes a little bit deeper into turn 1, he gets it stopped. Who else pits? Bryn currently in 7th place. He's already pitted as he clips the wall again. Will that be a pit stop for him? And it looks like it will be. So Bryn comes into the pits once again. A Smith moves up into 7th place. So good point so far for AlphaTauri with A Smith. But Fury with a drive-through yet to serve as well. So once we are underway and racing, he will have to serve a drive-through. Guys, hit that like button if you haven't done so, and hit the bell to be notified for when we are live. Hit the subscribe button to make sure you don't miss any of the action here at Simplayf Motorsport. I believe a couple of the guys are also streaming. I know Matt Timovic is as well on the Gaming Welshman 5. So have a look at his stream from his POV as he now gets onto the back of Green Pies. But Fury with a great opportunity to try and use those medium tyres to his best, and he's currently lost out. Gary 131. This will bring him back into this with the safety car. A Smith also will get onto the back of the pack. Argent and Bryn bringing up the back with Leon Fernie at the front of this train. Actually, there's a car between Green Pies and Matimovic. So Green Pies has got a little bit of cover with the Ferrari between them. Sutty right onto the back of these two as well. So this restart should be interesting with Leon Fernie in between these two. This will really help Green Pies out. And of course, the way the game works here, the lapped cars cannot unlap themselves. So Leon Fernie will have to stay there, and Matt will have to find a way to get past that Ferrari. As most of the drivers tend to put the AI in as the safety car is going round, so they don't crash into one another. Fury has now caught the safety car, but he will be into the pits very shortly for a drive-through once we get underway. Got the guy still trying to catch onto the back of the safety car. So just a reminder again, make sure you tune in this Saturday as we will be doing the next round. Sorry, not this Saturday, the Saturday coming, as we will be doing the next round of the World Endurance Championship. We are doing 6 hours of Monza. Can Ben Parkey extend his LMP to a championship lead? Can I or Exmar or Nicky or even Fury bring the fight to him at Monza? Can we avoid the GTEs? And regarding GTEs, can Mazda come back at Andy in the BMW? Andy doing a solid job in both GTE and GT3s. He leads both. I believe he leads. Yeah, he leads GTE, but not quite in Pro, as he's still got his double points yet to take. And speaking of Pro and Pro-Am, make sure you tune in on Wednesday and Thursday night as we head to the midpoint of the season, as we head to a Texas road course. Thunderstorms are lurking around for the Pro-Am on a Wednesday night, and also the Pros could have some weather as well as we change it up from Daytona to a Texas road. Should be an interesting one. Most of the drivers don't seem too happy with this circuit, but it should be a great challenge nonetheless. Can the Mercedes be dominant there as it's an oval circuit, or can the Acura or the McLaren do anything about that? He's not finished yet, says Smithy. He's still up there though, older Smithy, so we'll see what A. Smith can do. And if I'm honest, with the amount of cars going out at this stage, it would be easy just to keep on track, just keep your nose clean, and you'll score some decent points, as we are still waiting for Bryn and Arjun to catch the back of the pack. But this is the interesting thing. We have a Ferrari separating the Mercedes and the the Haas and the Aston Martin of Green Pies and Mata Himovic. So will Leon Fernie do the right thing and move to one side, or will he cause a big issue for Matt? Will he be able to clear him as quickly as he possibly can? That is the question. Can Sutty do anything on those hards? He's the only one who's not pitted more than twice, so drive-through penalty for Fury as well. So Sutty and Matt with only one stops to their names. Gary on 5 once again. Gary going for most pit stops in the race once again. His rival last time was DJ Phil. He's currently out of this race, as Bryn is ever so slowly catching up to the back of the pack, and I think Arjun should just catch him by the end. Bryn nearly puts it in the wall there. But we are on lap 22 here of a 51 race. We're getting to the halfway stage here at Azerbaijan. The Green Pies leads the way, but Matimovic with the championship lead is in second place and will score decent points. The Green Pies will not be able to catch up to him massively. Also a couple of don't speak too soon, says A. Smith, so his brother's probably cursed him now. But make sure, let's get your opinions also on the new liveries of the cars. The Aston Martin, the Haas, the Red Bull and the McLaren all been released. Let's hear what you think is the best looking car so far. In my opinion, I really like the McLaren. The McLaren for me is the best looking car, as it looks like we've got one more lap under the safety car. So let's get your votes in on which you think is the best looking 2022 car that's been released so far. The Haas, the Aston Martin, the McLaren, or the Red Bull. Get your votes in. as we will have one more lap under the safety car. Looks like Leon Fernie will be staying in between, and he's really aggressively weaving, really trying to get temp in his softs. That might make a couple of guys a little bit nervous. Got a couple of votes coming in. Jamie Brady reckons the Aston is the best. Fury got another penalty, by the way. And Leon Fernie says the McLaren. I believe the McLaren glows in the dark. So yeah, we did see Fury get another penalty. So Fury have it all to do at this stage. I was just trying to figure out how to make a poll, but I think that's done by Matt. And he's currently out on track. Can't add a poll, can you? No. PM Motorsport says the Aston Martin. My only problem with the Aston Martin is the nose is quite high and it looks a bit ugly. That's my only issue with it, especially with the videos we've seen out on track. Evil Scotsman, the McLaren by far, but I look forward to the Alpine since I have the BYT sponsor now, as they have the BYT sponsor, sorry. The Alpine should be interesting to see with that little bit of pink, but it looks like we're about to get underway here. The guys all getting their tyre temps up to temperature now, but yeah, of course it's the Ferrari. Yeah, Motorsport looking forward to the Ferrari. Safety car, is it in this lap? Safety car is in this lap. That's the McLaren Esports team. So green pies will set the pace. Matt has got to clear Leon Fernie as quickly as he possibly can. So what does Matt do in this situation? He's also got Sutty breathing down his neck, Imogai on softs, all these guys ready to pounce, but it's Green Pies who will set the pace here. He slows the pack down. When does he opt to go? 5-second penalty for Bryn for causing a collision, probably under safety car. As when does Green Pies go? Can Matt stick with him? That's the question. Green Pies leaving it late, and there he goes, off and away. Green Pies goes. Sutty not able to stick with Matt, but we are green here. Emo Guy with a decent start as well as we go to turn 1. Yellow flag in sector 3, but that's all cleared very quickly. So Fury looking to try and make a move on Emo Guy, but Gary's looking to make a move on Fury as well. Emo Guy right around the back of Sutty, and he gets the job done. Now Fury makes a move on Sutty as well. Sutty losing places left, right and centre. Is Gary going to do something about it? No, he cannot. But Leon Fernie clears out the way of Matt Imovic, but it's too late now. Green Pies has disappeared into the distance, and Matt will not be able to get past him that quickly either. But Emo Guy has now got to clear the Ferrari. He's got Fury right behind him. It looks like Gary's in the wall. We have a yellow flag in sector 1. That is Bryn. He's lost the front wing. As Gary, Sutty all batting it out. As Leon Fernie's just trying to stay out the way here, but he's getting mugged by cars left, right and centre. And that's Gary now getting past Leon Fernie. That's A. Smith down the inside of Sutty. He gets the job done on him as well. Matt will have the tyre advantage now. No, well, he has mediums, he can go longer, but Green Pies with the softer can go faster, as Leon Fernie's still trying to stay out of people's way. A. Smith now gets past him. Sutty under massive pressure under the hards, hasn't got them fired up, and has now got Argent breathing down his neck. A. Smith with a penalty as well. Fury back on the back of Emo Guy. These two had a ding dong earlier on, but Fury will need to serve a drive through. Emo Guy really taking this fight to Matt Imovic with that tyre advantage on the softs, but Green Pies is long gone up front. Fury really trying to find a way past here. We got a yellow flag in sector 2, and that's Bryn out of this race. And we have another safety car. Safety car deployed once again, and Fury will have to wait a little bit longer to serve his drive through. Or is he serving it now? He's having to pit. He was trying to serve his drive through, but he's actually having to pit. So Sutty's in as well, but they weren't ready for him. Sutty finally getting rid of those hard tyres, but Green Pie has his start advantage has gone with Leon Fernie separating them, so Matt can get back onto the back of Leon Fernie and pounce on back onto the back of Green Pies and pounce on him. We are now at the halfway stage of this race. Sim League Pro is saying come on, keep on it Killian, go mate. So if you haven't done so, guys, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you are new, we are close to 199 subscribers. We are just one away from making it to the end. So please, guys, hit that like button to the channel, subscribe if you are new. Let's get up to that 200 marker of subscribers. Please do so. We're trying to give you the best show here as Gary gets a drive-through penalty himself for speeding under the safety car. So Gary trying his best. Can't serve drive-throughs under safety car, says Disco. No, they cannot. So Gary and Fury will have to serve them under race conditions. A Smith with a 5-second penalty. He's now going to move his way up into 4th after Gary serves his penalty. So the AlphaTauri doing a solid job at the minute, staying out of the wall and gaining some decent points. Leon Fernie will stay a lap down. Poor Leon Fernie, the only car to be a lap down, and he has to clear the whole traffic and get back into the lead to stay on the lead lap. He does pass Bryn now, so he does move up a place. He will score 9th place points. Bryn will score the final point there as Argent is into the pits. Who is that? That's A Smith as well, as he's serving his penalty at the same time. A 5-second penalty. Green Pies is coming to the pits, so he's gone mediums. He's going to be in the pack, so A Smith does serve his 5-second penalty. He moves to the soft tyre. This is interesting now. So Green Pies opting to go to at the medium. He is going to be behind Gary, Emo Guy and Matt. Oh, this is going to be spicy now. There's the tyre life. I don't know if Green Pies has made the right choice there. I don't know. Fury hanging it sideways as he does. Argent onto a fresh set of softs. A Smith onto some softs as well. Sati still trying to catch the back of the pack, and Leon Fernie in 9th place position. This is going to be an interesting end. We're only halfway through this race. Remember, guys, we do the full Grand Prix at Simplayf Motorsport. We don't do any half races. We do the whole thing. So 51 races. This takes a lot of toll, especially on Matt, especially with his leg and back problems. So this really pushes him to the test, as Monkey Boy has left the session. So nice of you joining, Monkey Boy, and we should see you on Thursday night in the Pro in your Ferrari. But your teammate A Smith doing a solid job at the minute in 7th place. He will score points at this stage, as all the top 9 will do. Other question is, will everyone finish this race? Will these 9 still finish the race? Safety car in this lap already done so. Leon Fernie has left the session. Has he disconnected, or is that a retirement? That's the question. So Matt will take the pace as Gary gets another penalty for contact with Emo Guy. So Gary gets a drive through and a 5 seconds. So same as Fury. When does Matt go? This is the question. Emo Guy will want to stick to him as much as he possibly can. Gary's going to be defending Matt as much as he can, but Fury wants to pounce on Green Pies as well. When does Matt go? As they come down the back straight, Matt leaving it late as possible. When does he go? Emo Guy's ready with those soft tyres. Matt's gone. Emo Guy's going with him. Everyone else pounces, but Green Pies goes to the outside. Gary opts to get his drive through out the way. So quick stuff there from Gary. He's getting that drive through done and out the way, but Green Pies is wanting to stick to these two as Matt leads this race. Fury not able to stick with these guys. Argent in 5th, A Smith's in 6th. Sutty's jumped one car already, which is Leon Fernie, which he needed to do so, but Matt leads this race. The Emo Guy not too far behind, but Green Pies with all the work to do to pass these two. Emo Guy defends the inside as the Haas off. Green Pies can't look his way through. just gets really close to the wall there. He might have clipped the wall ever so slightly. There's that fight going on in the background. A. Smith defending from Argent. AlphaTauri versus the senior team of Red Bull. And they got Sutty Apex breathing down their neck as well. Can Sutty find a way past these two Red Bull cars? But we move our way back to the front. Green Pie still can't seem to find a way past the Alpine or the Aston Martin. The McLaren, the Fury, is just getting onto the back of these guys as well, but he will have a drive-through penalty to serve. Gary has served his drive-through, I believe. No, he hasn't. He has to do it again. So Gary has to come back into the pits and serve his drive-through. So Gary, thinking he could get it cleared, hasn't done so, and that's going to cost him big time. Matt, as Green Pies goes down the inside of Emo Guy and can't get the job done. So that gives Matt a little bit of breathing space. Matt pulls away from the Alpine and the Haas of Green Pies. So Green Pies will want to get a good run through the back fast section, left, right on the DRS zone, but the DRS is not enabled this lap. Thought you had to do one racing lap before doing a drive-through. I think that's right, Jamie. That's why he's not been able to clear it. And Emo Guy sticks to the inside. Green Pies going on the outside. Green Pies looks like he's got a straight line advantage, but he's going to go right round the outside, and Emo Guy loses a place there to Green Pies. So Green Pies back up into second place. Now he has to clear Matt as quickly as he can. Fury is in, and I believe he served his drive-through, and away he goes. Gary now serving his drive-through. So those guys have got that done and out of the way, but Matt has got Green Pies, Emo Guy breathing down his neck. A lot going on. Sector 1, who is out? Fury. Fury's out of this session, and we got another safety car. As Gary exits the pits, where is Fury's car? There it is. It is in the wall. So Fury is out of this race. So Matt still leads this race. We are under another safety car here. Green Pies is now up into second. Emo Guy third. Fourth is A. Smith. He's doing a solid job there. If one of the leaders comes together or hit the wall, he's in a good opportunity to score some decent points. Argent now into fifth. Sutty could get past these two into sixth. Gary in seventh. And Leon Fernie, just by keep going around, is in ninth place. Will move up into eighth. So guys are still struggling to finish these races here in F1. We are down to 8 cars. We started with 15. We are down to 8. So Matt leads the way. Does he choose to pit? Don't think he does. He will stay out. Green Pies will stay in second, and Emo Guy in third. And A. Smith in fourth, Argent in fifth, Sutty in sixth, seventh is Gary 131, and ninth is a Leon Fernie, who should move up a place. Emo Guy with the straight faced emoji. Not sure what that's about. As Leon Fernie now moves up to 8th place, now passing Fury's car. This should be a short safety car. A very short safety car, hopefully. We should be able to get under racing once again. Lap 29. We're slowly bringing the laps down. Just waiting on Gary to join the back of the pack. And how many pit stops has Gary had? Let's have a look. See, Gary's on 6. 6 pit stops for Gary 131. Never lets you down. Oh, I can't have another race like Monaco. Can't be cracked up laughing because Gary keeps pitting. So hopefully Gary can catch the back of the pack relatively quickly and we can get underway. The safety car is fun but annoying in large amounts. It is, yeah, I can imagine so. You know, guy, you're ready to go racing, you're sticking to the back of the cars, but safety car comes up and bunches everyone back up again. Are we going to go under racing this lap? Fury's car is out the way. Gary coming through the final part of the second sector. I think we will have one more lap under the safety car. So reminder, we are down to 8 drivers. Welshie in the comments saying, evening all, evening Welshie. Welcome to round 5 of season 1's F1 2021. And it's Matt Timovic who leads the way. Evil Scott Simone says, the optimum pit start, Gary. Optimum pit stat. I think Gary by the end of the season would have pitted more than anybody else in all leagues. So if you count all the pit stops he's done in F1, all the pit stops he's possibly done in World Endurance, and all the pit stops he's done in GT3, no one's going to touch him in pit stops. Absolutely no one. So Gary 131 going for the ultimate record of most pit stops in a whole season in 3 different disciplines. So good on you, Gary. You're keeping up the 2-time champ record of just absolutely annihilating it in pit stops. So congrats on that, mate. Like I said, Gary has opted to do the World Endurance and F1, so the pit stops to him are just racking up. I'm tempted now, just to make sure Gary kind of tones it down a bit. Every time he pits, he has to pay me £1. I'll be a rich man by the end of this season. So if we did that now, how much would I be on? So far I've been making £6. He did 15 pit stops last time, so it's £21. I don't know how many pit stops he did at World Endurance. I might do that now. I might say to Gary that every time you pit I get £1. Might actually keep his front wing on then. Say Aston Martin might actually save some money as well, keeping front wings made. But it is Matt Timovic who leads this race. In second place is Green Pies, third place is Emo Guy, fourth is A Smith, fifth is Argent, sixth is Sutty, seventh is Gary 131, and eighth place is Leon Fernie. Leon Fernie currently a lap down on everybody else. So we should be about to get underway here. I believe the safety car will be coming in this lap. Race control, are we going to have that? Yes, we are. Safety car is in this lap. We are about to get back underway here at Azerbaijan. Matt controls the pace. Green Pies will want to jump him, but also Emo Guy will want to get that second place back from Green Pies. So guys, hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Any spots left in World Endurance Championship? I believe there is in GTE. Emo Guy, you'll have to contact Matt Timovic about that, but we're about to get underway here. Emo Guy getting himself ready. A Smith making sure he just keeps an eye on what happens with the leaders. Emo Guy ready to pounce with those softs. He should have the tyre advantage. He's ready to go. He's just got to watch Matt. Watch for when Matt goes. Matt's gone. Green Pies has gone with him. Emo Guy just a little bit slow there. That's going to give A Smith an opportunity to go and have a move on him. And Sati just getting a little bit too close, and he's not able to do anything there. As Arjun goes down the inside in the Red Bull, Gary's trying to make moves as well. Gary has a wiggle in the background, but Gary... So Emo Guy under pressure from A Smith, and A Smith puts him in the wall. Emo Guy trying to get away from him as quickly as he possibly can, but Green Pies is onto the back of Matt Timovic as they come to turn 3. Green Pies is going to send it down the inside. They made contact. Green Pies can't find a way through. Matt hangs in there. This is the battle for the lead. There's all sorts of chaos going on behind. Arjun's now up past Gary. A Smith just hanging in there in 4th place. Green Pies looking for an opportunity, but he can't find a way through. Gary's now up into 5th. Argent is down to 6th place position. Has he got damage to the nose? Doesn't look like it. Now Sati's looking to try to make a move past, but we go back to the leaders. Matt Timovic still in front. Emo Guy's catching them back up again with that tyre advantage of the softs. And then everyone else just filing through. Sati now just trying to find a way past Arjun, but Gary with a great restart up into 5th place is now on the back of A Smith, right on the back of him as well. So the Aston Martin gets a better drive, and down the inside past the AlphaTauri. So Gary, after doing 6 pit stops, is up in the 4th place. As we've got Green Pies looking to try and make a move on Matt, but Emo Guy is not close enough to these two. He's not close enough to do anything. So Matt now under massive pressure here from Green Pies. He has to be squeaky clean. He has to have a good run through this quick S section. Green Pies hunting him down in the slipstream. So Matt, is he close? Is he gonna do enough? Emo guy not close enough to do anything at this stage. Matt defends the inside. Green Pies is looking to the outside, but he's hit top speed. He can't get any closer than that. Is he gonna go for a late dive? He's going to go around the outside, seems to be his favourite move. He's going to look to the outside, and Matt squeezes him. He pushes him wide, but Green Pies looks like he's got the job done, but Matt's not done. He's back down the inside and hangs onto that pace. Green Pies will want to try and get a better drive. A. Smith, Gary, Emo Guy, all these guys catching them back up, while these two are too busy squabbling one another. Green Pies looking to the inside. He goes outside this time. Matt to the inside. They squeeze, they touch, and Green Pies goes a little wide. He gets the better drive, and Matt loses out to Green Pies. Green Pies with the tyre advantage managed to get past Matt Imovic, and Matt's got it all to do now. Tyre life seems to be against Matt at this stage. He seems to be on all the tyres all the time against Green Pies. Emo Guy makes a slight mistake. That gives A. Smith an opportunity to look down the inside. He does so. It's going to be a bit of a brave move. He is going to have to lift because he did cut the corner. Gary's interested as well. So all these guys getting really close here through this castle section. But Green Pies retakes this lead away from Matt Imovic. Can Gary find a way past A. Smith? He's right on the back of him once again, as A. Smith managed to get back past Gary after he made a mistake earlier on. So, as A. Smith just clips the wall. Is that going to be a front wing damage? Possibly so. No, he looks like he's managed to get away with it, but he's ran wide there. That's going to give Gary an opportunity. Gary gets right onto the back of the AlphaTauri. Look at these two going. I think he might be suffering with the front wing. Gary nearly hits the wall. Arjun's going to come flying up behind these two, but Sati's coming even quicker. Sati opting for the inside to get past Kieran Arjun. DRS is now enabled as Matt gets a little bit closer. Emo Guy to the pits, but look at these four. Is Sati going to send it? Is he going to do a Sati send it? No, he doesn't. He stays behind and he gets past Arjun. No, Arjun drops a place. But great fight between these four. Kieran Arjun, Sati, Gary and A. Smith all battling it out, as I think Green Pies has made a mistake somewhere because he's lost time to Matt. Matt's got onto the back of Green Pies, and Matt can see Green Pies just getting away from him. While we go back to this fight, Gary's got past A. Smith, and Sati's turn now to try and get past the AlphaTauri. So the Aston Martin back up again into third place position, helping out Matt, but he probably has another pit stop to make at some point. Sati with a great drive in that McLaren, looking to try and get away past the AlphaTauri of A. Smith. Can he do so? He probably decides to wait a little bit longer. Matt is trying everything he can to stick to the back of Green Pies, but Green Pies seems to have an answer for everything right now. Now Gary, can he hunt down the leaders, get a little bit closer to them? That is the question. Matt really pushing it as hard as he can. He's within DRS range, so this could be an opportunity where Matt could get back past the Haas. What's happened to Arjun? He's just dropped off. He's hit the wall as well. So Arjun just dropping off the back of these guys as well, so he's not able to stick with them. Emo Guy's pitted. He's on mediums and he's probably hoping for another safety car. A. Smith and Sati going at it, but the fight we want to look at, as we see a front wing gone, that's Gary by the looks of things, but Matt Imovic with the DRS goes down the inside of turn 1 and gets past Green Pies. Green Pies has to concede and slip into second place. Gary's in the pits, and I knew he had to do one more pit. He lost the front wing by the looks of things, as is A. Smith and Sati. They're all in the pits as well, but we go back on board with Green Pies. Matt is going to have to defend the inside here. Green Pies is going to have to go the long way around. He has got DRS. Green Pies is opting for the inside. Has he got it stopped? That's the question. Matt sticks to the outside, and Matt stays in front for now. Whoa, great racing from these lot. But Emo Guy back up into third place after even Arjun's in the pits. All these guys with front wing damage. Gary comes back out. Sati right behind the back of the AlphaTauri. Arjun back out as well, and Leon Fernie still. It's Arjun! Sorry, Sati and Smithy come together. Smithy probably with front wing damage. He has got front wing damage. I don't know about Sati. That's going to allow Arjun to have a sniff of an opportunity. So can Arjun get on the back of these two? Smithy's going to be very slow with that front wing damage. as Sati gets right onto the back of the AlphaTauri and clips the back of it. Has he got damage? Doesn't look like it. So, but I can't see damages as well. So, Sati goes down the inside and gets the job done. A. Smith just making contact with him there. Arjun gets past him as well, so he's now up into 5th and 6th place as A. Smith just misses his braking zone. He's in 7th and staying ahead of Leon Fernie. So Matt now under pressure from Green Pies. Green Pies will have the DRS. Matt will defend the inside. Yellow flag in sector 2. Why is that? A. Smith is gone straight on at the castle. Green Pies having to go around the outside of Matt Imovic. He seems to like the outside line at turn 1. He's not going to get the job done this time, but he gets the swoop back on Matt. Matt just makes slight contact with him there. But Matt with DRS now, but he gets a poor exit. That's really going to affect him now. The frustration probably in Matt, but he seems to have better straight line speed. Look at this. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. Is he going to go around the outside? He's going to try and get better drive. He's going to do it. He's going to try it. He's alongside Green Pies outside, Matt on the inside, and he gets the job done. But Green Pies hits the back of him. Can you blow your nose? Sounds like you need it. Well, I don't actually, thank you. So, but nonetheless, Matt leads this race now. Green Pies has managed to get into 2nd place. Emo Guy is about to be under pressure from Gary 131. So can Gary find a way past A. Smith back into the pits with that front wing damage? Sati now trying to get back in this race on Gary and Emo Guy. But the main fight is between the two leaders. Lap 35 here. Matt trying everything he possibly can. Green Pies looking to the inside. Green Pies with a little wiggle there. Matt Imovic looking to try and keep the lead of this race. He seems to have a better exit than Green Pies through this section here. But Green Pies with the DRS should be able to get 2 at the back of Matt Imovic. So Matt trying to break the toe there, but Green Pies with the DRS with a better straight line advantage with the DRS zone. Goes to the outside. He seems to like that line. Matt has learnt that he seems to go around the outside. He gets the undercut. No, Matt covers him off. Matt defending for his life here. How far can Matt go though? That is the question. His tyres are much older than Green Pies. Is this a league or an open lobby? It's a league, mate, so you're gonna have to wait as Green Pies goes back down the inside. Matt goes around the outside, and again they make contact with one another. And Matt Imovic holding on for dear life here as Green Pies is trying to find any opportunity to get past. Green Pies is going to go around the outside. He's going to try and have the inside for the next corner, and he does so. Matt makes contact with Green Pies this time. So both of these two are banging each other, hitting front wings, rear wings, and they're making contact with each other. Matt, can he now get back past Green Pies? As Matt makes a big wiggle. He makes a mistake. Probably one he's going to regret there, because now Green Pies should be able to extend the gap a little bit. So Green Pies now back into the lead of this race. Can Matt get close enough to get the DRS? That is the question. If you like what you see here, guys, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel as well. We are getting close to 200 subscribers, so please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell to be notified for when we are live. Matt is in the DRS zone. Has he got DRS? That is the question. He does. And we've seen that Matt seems to have better straight line speed. And along he comes. Can he send it into turn 1? Green Pies staying to the outside, and Matt goes down the inside. Green Pies with better drive will stay in front. And Green Pies seems to have a lot more battery power than Matt does. But Matt with the DRS. All sorts of fights going on. Gary trying to cash onto the back of Emo Guy, but Matt down the inside into turn 3 they go. Matt really trying his best, and he gets a little slide on. Green Pies will come back down the inside again. He tries to do so. Matt gives him room. There's great racing from these two. They're getting close to one another, and Green Pies will have to concede into 2nd place. Matt is in 1st. Green Pies in 2nd. Emo Guy in 3rd. Gary 131 trying to hunt him down. Sati is a bit off the pace from these guys. Argent into the pits with another front wing. A. Smith in 7th and Leon Fernie in 8th. He's still scoring points. This is your main fight though between Matt Timovic and Green Pies. We are on lap 37. These laps are racking down now as Matt Timovic is leading this race. Green Pies in 2nd and trying to do anything he possibly can. Gary has now caught Emo Guy, so this is a fight for the final podium positions as Argent comes back out of the pits in 6th place position. We go back to the leaders. How Matt is able to keep this fight going with those 16 lap old tyres, I do not know, but Matt Timovic versus Green Pies. Once again, they come down the back straight into the DRS zone. Green Pies seems to count a little bit more downforce than Matt. Matt goes to defend the inside already and he's just not gaining enough. Now he's in the DRS. You can hear the sudden boost of power as he opens the rear wing. They come to turn 1. Green Pies opt in for the outside. Tries to cut back, but Matt has now learned his little trick and is able to stay in front. Green Pies going to get a better run out of the 2nd corner. He's right on the back of Matt. Matt opts to go to the left and he covers him off. Green Pies has to go a different route. He goes to the outside and Matt's going to try and hold his line, but Green Pies goes through into 1st place and gets the job done. Once again, they swap positions. Emo Guy with Gary right behind him. Has Gary got DRS? Not quite. Sutty's now into the pits. Has he got front wing damage? Looks like he does, so he's in for another front wing. That should allow Argent to get past him. And A. Smith currently in 7th place, still scoring some good points out there for the AlphaTauri team. Did we just see a bit of front wing come off? Has Matt lost a bit of front wing? That's the question. Is he trying too hard to stick to the back of the Haas of Green Pies? Oh, Matt really pushing it. But he's not going to stick in DRS zone, I don't think. To be fair, Green Pies didn't have the best of exits. Matt looks like he's just going to stay on DRS zone. They come up to the detection point now. Matt is within that 2nd. Green Pies is in front. Green Pies always seems to have enough battery power, but Matt goes down the inside and gets the job done into turn 1. Is Green Pies going to come back at him? He's looking to opt to do so. He hasn't used as much battery power, but these two having a great little scrap for the race lead. There's no other fights going on, as I would watch him, but these two still batting it out. Green Pies opt into the outside. Can he get the job done right round the outside? No. Matt covers him off this time. Emo Guy seems to just extend that gap to Gary 131 ever so slightly, and I thought Sutty would have lost out to Argent, but Argent hasn't really gained on Sutty after the pit stop. A. Smith, Maze Gamer says what an overtake with a clapping emoji. As these two still going at it. Lap 39, 12 laps still to go of this Azerbaijan race, and I just feel like Green Pies just seems to have the advantage as he just clips the back of Matt there. Gives him a little rub up the hill as Argent's into the pits again, so that's probably why Sutty has stayed ahead. Argent with damage. Green Pies looking for any opportunity to get past Matt here. These two do have to be careful, because if they take one another out, then they're not going to score any points. Green Pies. Look, I'm pretty sure Green Pies seems to be carrying more downforce than Matt Timovic. As Matt goes down the straight now. Green Pies. Whoa! Matt opts to pit. Matt is pitting. What is he going to? Is he going to the softs? That's the question. Green Pies should be able to make it to the end then. So Matt on softs. Has he got the pace to stay in front? Emo Guy though is going to get past him, I think. Or is he? There's Matt coming out the pits. Does he get on the limiter quick enough? He just about does so. He stays ahead of Emo Guy. So he drops in a window where he can go faster. How many times does he want to tap me? If I was you, Matt, I would just chill out and leave that out of the comments. Tell other drivers to do it. You need to do it yourself. As Emo Guy gets the DRS on Matt. But obviously with the medium tyres, fresh softs for Matt. Now can Emo Guy stick to the back of Matt, and can they bring that gap down to a Green Pies? That's the question. But can Green Pies just save his tyres and go to the end? Sutty with a 43.1. He now takes the fastest lap of this race. But he's a way bit off of Gary right now. A last minute safety car, and Sutty could bring this race back in for himself. So Matt onto the softs. What is his plan thought here? Is he thinking he's got fresher tyres now, he can push harder, and if Green Pies makes a mistake he can catch him towards the end? And what does Green Pies do? Does he opt to stay out, or will he pit as well? We're on to lap 40 here. And Green Pies is pitting. So Matt has got to have the perfect outlap. This is going to be interesting. Green Pies' pit stop's right at the end. It's got to be a quick pit stop. Matt might be able to get past him here, but Haas are right at the end of the pit lane. Here comes Matt. Green Pies is on exit, and he stays in front as Matt gets a good drive out the corner. He'll be up to speed quicker, and he gets back in front. Matimovic leads this race on fresh softs. Right now they're on even tyres now. Green Pies with 1 lap younger tyres. So it's a fight to the end. Who is going to come out on top? But we've got Emo Guy just behind them as well. He's on mediums. If anything happens to these two, they're still in this fight. Sutty a bit way off of these guys, but Gary also in this fight as well. Oh, this is going to be an exciting end to this Azerbaijan Grand Prix with 10 laps to go, and Matt leads the way. Emo Guy has got himself back into this race by these two pitting. But Emo Guy just has to stay within range. He seems to have used up a lot more battery than the others around him. Green Pies breathing down the neck of Matimovic right now. So can Green Pies we continue this fight once again? Any other fights going on? Emo Guy 2 seconds behind. Gary 2 seconds behind him. 35 seconds behind is Sutty. 23 seconds A Smith. Argent currently 8 seconds behind of him, and Leon Fernie bringing up the rear. But it's Matimovic who leads this race. Can Green Pies catch him and pass him? And what can Emo Guy do on the medium tyres? This is the question. This is going to be a fight to the end. Guys, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't done so already. Matimovic, fastest lap of the race, a 43.0, but I feel Green Pies will want to try and take that away from him. There is an extra point for fastest lap. But Green Pies got the DRS zone. He's trying to get the run on Matt. Matt defends the inside. And Green Pies going around the outside, but Matt's going to stick it on the inside. Oh, they come so close together. And Green Pies right around the outside of turn 3 gets the job done. Matt just needs to stick to the back of him once again and try and get him in the DRS zone. Emo Guy in second. He just needs to stay close to these guys so he can try and score points from them. Gary in fourth with probably the most pit stops of the night. I am trying to see what the other guys are doing, but the main fight is between these two, and Green Pies has managed to get himself back in front. This is where Green Pie seems to have the advantage. He seems to have better turning than Matt. Oh, I thought Matt had hit the wall then. So it's all just played out a little bit here. Now Green Pies is extending his gap. Matt hasn't got an answer this time. Green Pies has disappeared. as he's used all of his battery deployment. As Green Pie sets the fastest lap of 1:41.0. Boom, there you go guys, that's fastest lap. You try and do better than that, he says. It seems to me like Green Pies has set the fastest lap and then he's just eased off again. Matt's in the DRS zone. Can he get the job done on him? So Matt, can he find a way past Green Pies? That is the question. Gary and Emo guys still batting it out for third and fourth place. Sutty really not gaining on anything at the minute. He's trying to go for fastest lap, but he's not able to do so. A. Smith still in 6th, and Argent still not able to bring that gap down. Leon Fernie in 8th. But there's still this fight between Matt and Green Pies. Carries on. So can Matt find a way past Green Pies? It seems like Green Pies has lifted off a little bit. Can Matt find a way past Green Pies? The Haas, the Aston Martin of Matt, can he get a way around him as Matt runs a little bit wide there? He's going to compromise his run through this section here. Green Pies is going to have a better run through here. As you can see, the car turns better than Matt's, loses a 10th or 2 here. But the DRS should aid Matt here, and he'll go down the inside, hopefully, of Green Pies. He gets the DRS. And he gets the job done. He moves up into first place, but Green Pies looks to come back down the inside, but doesn't do so. So Matt now in the lead of this race. Green Pies in 2nd. Looks to try and make a move on him, but he can't do so. Green Pies right on the back of Matt. He goes to the inside. And he's just moving around the rock there, Green Pies. Come on, Little Smith, score points. He is doing so at the minute. Smithy, he's doing a fantastic job in 6th place. Going to score decent points for AlphaTauri. As Green Pies looks to the inside, Matt gives him room, but there's no way through there. Lap 44 of 51. We're coming towards the ending part of this race. As Green Pies thinks about the inside, but can't find a way through. Matt stays in front. 7 seconds behind is Emo Guy, and still Gary's not able to catch him quite yet. Sutty still 5th. A. Smith 6th place. Argent in 7th. Is A. Smith look like he was pitting there? No, he's staying out. Argent in 7th, and 8th place is Leon Fernie. Back to this fight. With Green Pies still looking to try and find a way past. A part of me is wanting to think that Green Pies is just toying with Matt a little bit. So Green Pies now will get the DRS. So he lifts through the second half of that. Green Pies weaving a little bit. That's frowned upon here. And he goes around the outside of Matt. Matt sticks his nose in and goes deep and messes up ever so slightly. That's allowed Green Pies back through. So now Green Pies back up into the lead of this race. Matt with DRS zone, better straight line speed. Gary's into the pits, so he's damaged his front nose. Where's Sutty? He's in the back end of the circuit. So Gary will still hang on to 4th at this stage. Yellow flag in sector 2. Who is that for? I think that was for Argent. He was a little bit slow through that sector. So the fatigue is probably kicking in for these guys. They're getting towards the end. They're all starting to make slight little errors here and there. But Green Pies leads this race. Matt in 2nd. Just want to see these guys' throttle responses as they come through here. Green Pies with a little moment there. Matt has a wiggle through the castle. I think Matt's starting to struggle now. Emo Guy starting to catch these two once again. So the medium tyres are still holding strong for him, but he's just chipping away ever so slightly. A. Smith into the pits. That's going to give Argent. Nope, Argent comes into the pits. So Argent into the pits as well. So all these guys pitting now. Gary stays in 4th, so Sutty's not able to do anything about him. Matt not close enough to Green Pies this lap, as Green Pies will stay out in front. But I'm pretty sure Green Pies lifted there. He must have done. He's given Matt the DRS. Matt pits. Why is Matt pitting? Has he got front wing damage? He must though. Matt's got front wing damage. That's going to help Emo Guy now. He's now into 2nd place. So Emo Guy moves up to 2nd. Green Pies leads this race. And I think that might have sealed Matt's race. He will be finishing in 3rd place position. But Gary 131 just behind him as well. It's a good point. Oh, Gary's hit the wall. Oh, he's managed to get away with that one. He has to be a bit careful because Sutty's still coming up to him. Green Pies now leads this race. Emo Guy in 2nd. Matt Imovic is in 3rd. 4th is Gary 131. 5th is Sutty. 6th is A. Smith. 7th is Argent. Gets a bit close to the wall. And 8th place is Leon Fernie. Emo Guy, great job from him. He's left the session. I think Emo Guy's just lagged out a little bit. He should be able to get back in just before the end of the race. He's got a bit of a buffer. He should be able to get back in. The AI will take over now. It is the AI who's taken over. So if Emo Guy's quick about it, he can get back into the car. Matt will be hunting him down now. Matt's going to try and take the fastest lap away from Green Pies though. Emo Guy, no, just disconnected from the session. He should be able to get back in though, hopefully. Emo Guy trying his best. Is his AI making him pit? His AI's pitting him. This is not what... No, Emo Guy's AI has pitted him. Oh no, I really feel for Emo Guy right now. Just put him onto the soft tyre. Matt goes back up into 2nd. The question is, can Matt get fastest lap? Gary's now up into 3rd because of the AI pitting him, I believe. No, not what Emo Guy would have wanted, I don't think. Sutty will get close to him, but not close enough. But that AI will be slower. Can Sutty catch him towards the end? That is the question. And how quickly can Emo Guy get back into the session? Emo Guy back in. So he should be able to take control of his AI once again. So Emo Guy is going to be furious with his AI now. What bad luck for him. He's back into the session, I think, and he should be able to take over his AI. But Sutty's catching him relatively quickly, but not quickly enough. So Emo Guy's AI still... What's that now? Ian back in the car. I think Ian's back in the car. But Green Pies leads this race. He starts lap 48 here. Has Matt gone quicker through this section? That is the question. Matt obviously trying to go for fastest lap of this race. And towards the line he comes. Does he improve? No, he doesn't go faster. So fastest lap still goes away with Green Pies. He's 2 seconds faster than anybody else. So as Matt's gone deep, Matt's made a mistake. Where's his teammate? Gary's coming. Oh, Matt clips the wall. Gary moves up into 2nd place. So if Emo Guy can catch the Aston Martins, he might still be in for a chance for a podium here. Matt making an error into turn 2. Oh, Matt must be getting absolutely fuming right now. He will not be happy with himself for that little mistake that he has just made. Gary now in 2nd place. the man with the most pit stops, I believe. Yep, 8 pit stops. Oh no, A. Smith and Argent match him, but Gary with an 8 stop is in second place. Once again, with so many pit stops, Gary 131 is in the podium positions once again. Oh, Gary gets close to the wall there. If Emo Guy's going to be quick enough, he's going to catch these two. But he has to get on with it. He's running out of time. Matt is on fresher softs as well, but he's got to clear his teammate first. And I'm pretty sure Gary will let him go. Or they're going to have a fight to the end. That is the question. But Green Pies still leads this race. Lap 49 for him. Matt onto the back of Gary. Can Matt find a way past his teammate? Oh, Gary just clips the wall there, loses a wing. And that should give Matt an easy opportunity to go past. Gary's going to stick with it, is he? He is. He gets back into the toe of Matt. Is he going to send it back into turn 1? That's the question. No, he doesn't. He stays behind his teammate. He clips the wall. He clips that wall as well. And that's going to allow Emo Guy to get even closer to Gary. Front wing damage for Gary. He goes a little bit deep there. Emo Guy is coming. The closing stages of this race. Sutty isn't too far behind either. So Gary losing time rapidly to Emo Guy. Can Emo Guy get himself back on the podium after his AI decided to pit him? Gary's going to be struggling with that front wing. And I think he's done more damage. I think he has. Oh, Gary seems to be struggling a lot there. But Matt back up into second place. 32 seconds behind Green Pies. Gary struggling for turning. There's Emo Guy. He's bringing that gap down. Sutty isn't too far behind either. A. Smith currently in 6th place position. He's got Green Pies coming to lap him. Argent in 7th. 8th is Leon Fernie. But Green Pies now starts the penultimate lap of this race. He is in the lead of this race. He's got fastest lap. Oh, he has a little slide there. Matt is in 2nd. Gary in 3rd. Where is Emo Guy? There he is. He's within. He's nearly within a second. There he is. He is within a second of Gary. Gary making a mistake on the exit there. Gary's going to have to pit with that damage or else he's going to lose out to Sutty as well. Emo Guy with the DRS here should be able to get past the Aston Martin. There he goes. But Gary, is he opting to stay out? He is. Emo Guy's going to have to go the long way around. Is he going to do so? He tries his best. He gets pushed, but Gary loses out there. And Emo Guy back up into 3rd place position. Next man to catch Gary is Sutty. Can he catch him on the very last lap? That is the question. Gary with the DRS, but I don't think he's going to really give Emo Guy any threat now with that damage to the front wing. No, he's not. He goes deep. That front wing really hampering him right now. Can Sutty catch Gary to the end? He has 2 laps to do so. The gap is 8.4 seconds. The gap is coming down very, very slowly. Sutty about to score some decent points for McLaren. Smithy saying well done to Little Smith, great points, and your second race go till the end. And yeah, we got to give a shout out to Smith. Get your votes for driver of the day as he just clips that wall really hard there. Get your votes for driver of the day. 17 people still watching the stream. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Argent's hit the wall. Can he get it going? He has done so. But Green Pie starts his final lap here. And he is just cruising to the end. A. Smith just in the background clipping the wall as well. Argent, does he come into the pits? Yes, he does. So he's still going to have to pit this lap. And I think Argent's going to win with most pit stops. He will do so because this is his 9th pit stop of this race. A. Smith will have to finish behind Green Pies. Emo Guy moving up to 3rd. Gary. Where is Gary? Oh, A. Smith's gone down the road somewhere. His brother has just cursed him a little bit. He's having a bad end to this race. Gary is only 4 seconds ahead of Sutty. Sutty is coming for him. ever so slowly. Can he get him towards the end? Argent exits the pit. Is he going to get held up? No. So Gary and Sutty are going to battle it out for 4th and 5th place. Good friends between these two. They always have a laugh and a giggle with each other. Gary is trying to hold on. As Smithy says, Green Pie's driver of the day. Sutty here trying to hunt down Gary right at the end. Gary's lost the front wing. He's completely lost the front wing. This is going to please Sutty massively because he can now see his friend, his rival, being very slow. But we have to return back to Green Pies, who's coming home to take another win here at Simplayf Motorsport in the Formula 1 category. Haas are going to get another win here. And in the hands of Green Pies, he comes down the back straight. He slows right down, and Green Pies is coming to a stop. He does a little burnout, and Green Pies wins here at Azerbaijan. Is he going to try and do a donut? And he spins it and reverses over the line, so Green Pies gets the race win. Matt is going to come home for 2nd place. More importantly, Gary and Sutty are going at it. So Matt Imovic comes home to finish in 2nd place. We're going to look back to this fight. Gary, has he just done enough? Sutty is coming, but Matt crosses the line to take 2nd place here. Emo Guy will come across the line in 3rd place. But this is the fight we want to see. Sutty, Gary, Sutty, Gary. It's Sutty who gets past, and Sutty will take the 4th place position. But can Gary come back? He's in the slipstream. He gets the DRS. He's coming back. And Gary just pips Sutty at the line there. Brilliant stuff there. Maze Gamer says Green Pines for driver of the day. Who's driver of the day compared to F1? It's Gary 131 gets driver of the day as we get the top 3 in here now. So congratulations to Green Pies for the race win. 2nd place for Matt Imovic, and 3rd place is Emo Guy, and I will just get those guys in now. Green Pies and Emo Guy, where is he? So there you go. Green Pies is your winner here today at Azerbaijan. He also takes fastest lap of the race. For me, driver of the day had to go to Emo Guy. He did a brilliant recovery drive to get himself back onto the podium. And A Smith as well. I mentioned him to getting some good points in 2nd race appearance. He gets 7th place in the race. Sorry, 6th place for AlphaTauri. But we do have the top 3 in with us now. And we'll start off with Emo Guy. A bit of a up and down race that one, Emo Guy, but you managed to come home in 3rd place position, even managing to be disconnected and get back in, but nonetheless you've got to be happy to finish in 3rd.
Yeah, definitely. All I'm going to say is I'm surprised there's anything left from my wheel after the anger that I let loose after my disconnection, especially when I had the chance to finish ahead of Matt in 2nd place. But unfortunately it's just one of those things, but I managed to claw back, unfortunately for Gary with the damage. But that's just how racing is. It could be very unpredictable, and can allow those to redeem themselves that messed up in the first place.
Yeah, you seem to be caught up in a lot of incidents, especially with Fury as well, and a couple others as well, but you managed to fight back. Like I said, you just seem to be in trouble all the time.
Yeah, well, that's just Baku in general. Since it is such a tight circuit, it does promote very close racing, and there's always bound to be incidents. The incident with Fury, I'm not 100% agreed on. Really speaking, he should have went for a move in that corner. But it's in the past. It's happened. Where but I started a great result.
Yeah, and at one point you looked like you were really starting to give the fight to Matt and Green Pies at one point. Do you think you could have took the race win, or is it just out of your reach today?
Well, I feel like I could have. I went for the higher downforce package today. I feel like if I'd went for the more balanced or the lower downforce, then I probably would have been able to take a little bit of a chance. But if the pace of Green Pies setting up a lap 2 seconds faster than anybody else, I don't think anybody really had a chance apart from Matt, because he was with him pretty much the entire race.
Yeah, but you get Baku out of the way. We go to Canada next. What can you do there?
I do enjoy Canada. It's one of my more favourite ones. I feel like I'm going to run well there. Only if Massive Green Pies isn't there. But yeah, I do enjoy Canada, and I feel like it's going to be a really good track.
Well, nonetheless, mate, congratulations on your podium, and also you got driver of the day from myself with a great recovery drive, so congratulations for that as well.
Thank you very much.
Next person we have is Matt Imovic, who finishes second in the race. And Matt, a bit of a swinging fight between yourself and Green Pies, but nonetheless you managed to come home second place. Good points for your team, and also Gary coming fourth as well.
Yeah, good points for the team, good points for myself, good points for Gary with fourth place at the end there. Didn't have the pace today. That's pretty much all that needs to be said on that one. Just did not have the pace, but yeah, take the points. 60-point gap now over Green Pies. Go to Canada, one of my favourite tracks as we get closer to the halfway point of the season. So, yeah, take that.
Was there any point tonight that you thought you could take the win, or did you just think it was just that out of reach?
No, it was never in reach tonight. It was never in reach tonight. Struggling tonight physically, as well as just getting the car. The tyres seemed to be burning up a lot on the rear. That was my biggest problem tonight, just losing rear grip quite quick. But no, it was never in reach tonight. But yeah, it's no good night again. Second place, not been lower than second on the podium yet. So good night all in all, and we go again in 2 weeks' time.
And like I said, 2 weeks' time is Canada. Are you looking forward to that? You get a week break. Obviously, Saturday you get to rest your leg as well after watching the 6 hours of Monza. So come back for Canada stronger.
Yeah, that's the plan. I like Canada. I've raced. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Raced at Canada before. Nearly won that one in the past. Got a bit of wing damage that cost me at the end. But no, done Canada before. Love the send-it manoeuvres up turn 7, I think it is. Love a good send-it manoeuvre up the inside there when some Renaults leave the door open. So we'll see what happens this week. No Renaults this week, unfortunately, so can't send it on the inside of a Renault. Really, Matt.
You had to get that comment in, didn't you?
Had to get it in there. No, looking forward to it.
But nonetheless, good points for yourself, and obviously you got to look forward to Texas on Wednesday as well, so hopefully you can do something in your core as well. So good points for yourself and Gary.
Yep, cheers boys.
Then we move on to the race winner, Green Pies. You take another win here at Azerbaijan, and also fastest lap. Congratulations. How was that race for you?
That race was well, it was something, all right.
Well, you look like you had a good fight between yourself and Matt, going wheel to wheel. Points, it looked like you were going to lose the advantage to Matt, but nonetheless you managed to come back out on top.
Yeah, no, I'll be honest, I didn't want to like go and just drive away into the sunset, because I knew I was on a much better strategy than Matt, so I just decided to kind of like have fun and battle with him, because I know he's a clean driver, so I just decided to have fun with him for the race.
Fair enough, mate, and that brings you a little bit closer to him. We then head to Canada. We'll be in 2 weeks' time. Like I said, have a break so that the World Endurance can take over. Are you looking forward to Canada, and can you take another race win? Can you take the fight to Matt this season?
I am very much looking to Canada, and me and Matt, we have a history at Canada. Last time we raced in Canada together, it was a very close battle, much like today. For the win in Canada, but I believe that was the one that he was talking about where he got wing damage.
Yeah, definitely so. But nonetheless, mate, congratulations on the win. Congratulations on fastest lap as well. And I'll update the tables next time when we are live. But that is it here at Baku. Green Pies takes the win and the fastest lap here of round 5. We are still miles away from the end of this championship. 16 rounds here, and we've only done around 5 of Azerbaijan. We head to Canada in 2 weeks' time. Remember, the World Endurance Championship will be next Saturday at the 6th hour of Monza. LMP2s will hit the track, and GTs as well. But tune in the week as well, as Wednesday and Thursday, the Pro-Am and the Pro Boys of GT3s will come back on track. We head to a Texas road course. Thunderstorms are lingering for both categories. Who is going to take the glory there? But from myself and everyone here at Formula 1 and Simplayf1 Motorsport, it's a good night and thank you.